When did Christianity came to India, or the origin of Christianity in India? I have observed, many non-Christians have this misconception in their mind that British rule brought Christianity to India, or one of the British missionary evangelize Indian when they ruled India and spread Christianity in India. You know, I see a lot of comments in my channel as well, that many people don't know the origin of Christianity in India, even some Christians didn't know about it. So, in this video, I will answer this question to all. Majority people think that Christianity came when British ruled India, and then they forcefully convert Hindus and Muslims into Christianity. This is completely false, absolutely nonsense. How? Let's see. If you have known Jesus, then you would have also remember the famous 12 disciples of Jesus, who lived, walked, eat with Jesus, when they were preaching the gospel in Jerusalem. Among them, you may have also remember Thomas, the doubter, who doubts Jesus' resurrection, and when he doubted, Jesus himself appeared to him and showed the nail marks in his entire body. After seeing and touching those marks, Thomas immediately replied, "My Lord, and my God." Yes, Thomas. Before Jesus ascended to heaven, he commanded all disciples to preach good news, I mean the gospel, to every human of the world. Thomas decided to come to India. It is not coincidence that the disciple who doubts unless he see the proof may be divinely sent in the land where already people worships more than one god. That land is India. According to history, Thomas met Abans, the trade agent of Indo-Parthian king, Gondophares, who was ruling northwest India, which included the present Pakistan and Afghanistan. Thomas came to know that the trader Abans was looking for an architecture to build a palace in the Western style for his king. Then Thomas met the king, and then king gave him lot of money to build his palace. Thomas then gave all his money to poor and needy people, and started to preach gospel. After 6 months, king summoned Thomas and asked for palace. Then Thomas replied, "The palace is in heaven." The king got angry and sent him to jail. That night, king's brother died due to some disease. Then king remembered what Thomas said to him. He quickly summoned Thomas to see his brother. Thomas came, and when he prayed and touched his brother, he came back to life. Everyone was shocked to see this miracle. Then his brother told to king, he saw a palace in heaven, when he was dead. Then everyone in the palace accepted Jesus, and get baptized. Then in 52 AD, Thomas landed in Kodungallur, Kerala, after preaching gospel for many days, and built more than 2 churches in Kerala. He performed the most popular miracles among the dominant Brahmins. In the Talikulam lake, some Brahmins were offering their morning prayer by sprinkling water up in the air. The apostles want to know why they were doing this, because it is completely foreign in Christian faith. Then Brahmin replied, "We do this because we are offering to our gods." Then Thomas replied, "If this is the case, then your offerings do not seek to be accepted by gods, otherwise the water wouldn't have fallen back to the lake." This statement of Thomas create a tense condition around there. Then those Brahmins challenged Thomas, and said, "If you able to stop the water in the air, then your statement can be accepted as true." Thomas then said, "Yes. The water can be stopped in the air. But if I do, then will you accept Jesus?" They agreed. Then Thomas prayed and sprinkled the water in the air, and suddenly, the water drops remained in the air. Most of the Brahmins accepted Jesus, and get baptized. We can still see a church near the lake. In his lifetime, he built 7 churches in Kerala alone. First, in Kodungallur. Second, in Palaur. Third, in Parava. Fourth, in Kokimangalam. Fifth, in Naranam. Sixth, in Nilakal. Seventh, in Kulon. He preached 10 years in Kerala. After 10 years, he moved to Mylapore of Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, he did the same thing which he did in. He preached the good message of Jesus, and baptized many people to Jesus. Not only people supports him, there were many people who tried to execute him, because of his preaching. So, he hid himself in a mount, which today is popularly known as Little Mount. But those people never stopped searching him. At last in 72 AD, they found him and executed him. Today, the place is popularly known as St. Thomas Mountain. He was buried in Santam Church of Tamil Nadu. The church Santam Basilica is still be seen in Marina Beach, Tamil Nadu. There were only 2 other churches in the world, were built same as Thomas's, and those church were built above the grave of other 2 disciples of Jesus. First one is in Rome, built over the grave of Peter. Second is in Spain, built over the grave of James. So, now you know how Christianity came to India. Christianity didn't brought by any Britishers, or any king, nor by invading India and forcefully converted to Christianity, as other religion did in India. Christianity came to India as the same way, like Jesus brought the good message in the world. Thomas shed his blood to bring good news to us, so that we will not be doomed, but saved, and eternally live with him, in heaven.